everyone. Today we will study about the APGAR score. So what is APGAR score? APGAR score, it is a tool which we are using in order to assess the health status of a child soon after birth. Means when a baby took birth, soon after birth we are doing this assessment in order to identify whether what is the condition of the child, whether the child is doing well after birth or if he has any complication. So what is this score, who invented this score, what are the importance of this score, and how we are doing and how we are using this score, this all we will study in this class. So let's start the class. So first of all, before going deep into this class, we should know what is it. So what is it? As I already told, it is this assessment tool we are using in order to assess the health status of a neonate. So if we are assessing the health status of a neonate, so it will be the baby's first test. Why it is called first test? Because soon after birth we are doing it. So this is known as baby's first test. Second one, it is a quick assessment of newborn overall well-being, and we are doing it is a quick assessment because we are using only 5 basic parameters. On the basis of those parameters we are giving certain scoring to the child. Then on the sum of that scoring we will come to know what is the condition of the child. So it is a quick immediate assessment of the newborn in which we will assess the overall health being of the child. Next, what is the timing of it? Generally we are using this scoring and this criteria generally 1 minute after birth of baby and 5 minutes after birth of baby. As baby took birth, soon after 1 minute of his birth we are doing this assessment, and then again after 5 minutes we will do in order to check what are the interventions we have given after 1 birth of the child, and if we have not given any intervention, still we have to check again after 5 minutes in order to check whether the baby is doing well in the environment other than womb or not. Means baby has came out of womb of the mother, so how he is doing outside environment we will check in 5 minutes after birth scoring. Next, here we are using the 5 vital areas like appearance we will check, pulse we will check, respiration we will check. So we are like that we are using the 5 basic parameters, and on the basis of those parameters only we are doing the scoring. Next, it is a quantitative assessment of infant respiratory, circulatory and neurological status, or we can say that indirectly we are assessing the respiratory, circulatory and neurological status of the child, which are the most important and the vital systems in our body. Next one is why and who. Now the question came into our mind. Now the question can come into our mind, why we have given this scoring and this criteria named APGAR, and who has invented and developed this scoring. So the answer for this question is it is developed by Dr. Virginia APGAR, who was an anesthesiologist in America. During the year of 1952, she developed this tool. And why she developed this tool? Because basically she was working in a hospital. Since very long time she was working there, and she was continuously assisting the deliveries of the baby. She was continuously assessing, and she was observing that people there, means the healthcare workers, they are directly shifting the child from a labor ward directly to the general ward or postnatal ward without taking much attention after delivery. But she wanted baby should be systematically assisted. She wanted baby should be systematically assisted in the delivery room itself. So she discovered a scale named after her as APGAR score, in which she has taken the vital systems of body. On the basis of those scoring we are checking the health status of the child. Now when it should be done, when we are doing this scoring, so it is done at 1 minute and after 5 minutes of birth of the baby. As I already told you, we are doing this assessment after 1 minute of birth of baby and after 5 minutes of birth of baby. Okay, then if baby is not responding properly even after 5 minutes of assessment, and we are continuously doing certain interventions and continuously giving medical intervention and surgical intervention to the child, even after the child is not responding, then again we will do the assessment of the child after 10 minutes, 15 minutes and 20 minutes. If after that also baby is not responding properly, then there will need of the resuscitation, there will be need of the emergency resuscitation in the child. Now what is the meaning of Apgar? The word Apgar, which has been given by Virginia Apgar, it has certain meaning. Each word has certain meaning. So here A means appearance, P means pulse, G means grimace, A means activity and R means respiration. So let's see how we are doing scoring in this chart and how we are using it. So here we can see 5 basic parameters have been given. In first column we are seeing appearance, pulse, grimace, activity and respiration. And in second, third and fourth column you can see scoring is there 0, 1 and 2. So on the basis of our observation, what we are observing in the child, on the basis of that scoring we will give mark 0 or 1 or 2 to the child. So we will start with the appearance. So in appearance what we will check, generally we are checking the color of the child. We will check the color of the body and extremity of the child. Basically a healthy child should have pinkish body, means whole body of a healthy child soon after birth it should be pink. But if whole body of the child is blue, means if we are observing that the whole body of the child is blue, in that condition we will give 0 marking on the appearance of the child. Now next, when we will give 1 mark, when the body is pink but extremities are blue, means whole body, trunk and body of the baby is pink but extremities including upper extremity and lower extremity of the child as blue. So assessment of the appearance we will do simply by the inspection, simply by seeing we can do this. So if the body is pink and extremity is blue, in that condition we will give 1 marking to the child. Then last, when we will give 2 marking, when whole body of the child is pink including extremity. Including extremity, if whole body of the child is pink, in that condition we will give 2 marking to the child. If the child is getting 2 mark in appearance, it means the child is healthy. Next we will move to the next parameter, that is P for pulse. So in pulse, if pulse is absent, if we are not getting any pulse in the child, then we will give 0 marking. And if the pulse of the child is less than 100, in that condition we will give 1 marking. And if it is more than 100, in that condition we will give 2 marking. So what is the condition of pulse and whether we are able to find the pulse of the child and how we are finding it and what we are finding it. So we will observe in pulse. If it is absent, then we will give 0, and it is less than 100 we will give 1, and if it is more than 100 we will give 2. Then next we will move to the next parameter, that is grimace. So in grimace basically we are checking the response of the child, how he is responding to the stimuli, and we will check the reflexes of the child. So if child is not giving any type of the response, we are pinching to the child, we are touching to the child, and child is dull and not giving any response, so in that condition we will give 0 marking in the grimace. And second, we have given stimulation to the child, we are stimulating the child, but he is giving only minimum response he is giving, and mainly facial expression only he is giving. So in that condition we will give 1 marking to the child. And second, when we will give 2 marking, if the child is continuously crying is a good sign of a healthy child. Means if a child is crying continuously and if the child is giving a good cry, it means the child is healthy. And continuously he is giving a prompt response to the stimulus, whatever the stimulus we are giving, child is responding properly. So in that condition we will give 2 marking to the child on grimace. Then next we will move to the activity, A for activity. So if the activity of the child is absent, activity means like the body of a child should be flexed. Flexion, some flexion should be there in body of the child. But if it is absent or child is very dull, in that condition we will give 0 marking to the child. Then second, if some flexion of extremities are there, if body of the child is not dull, and if we are observing the flexion in the extremity of the child, in that condition we will give 1 marking to the child. Then next 2, when we will give, when the child is actively movable, when the child is doing movement actively and the body is well flexed, as we can see in healthy child, in that condition we will give 2 marking to the child. Then last parameter is R for respiration. So in respiration we will check if it is absent. If we are not observing or not finding any respiration in the child, we will give 0 marking. And then 1 when we will give, when child is not crying, when the respiration is slow and irregular, sometimes we are finding it, sometimes we are not finding it. So in that condition we will give 1 marking. And 2 when we will give, when the child is very much strong and giving a strong and good cry, and in that condition we will give 2 marking to the child. So these all were the certain parameters and certain scoring on the basis of which we will assess the, or we will do the immediate assessment of the child soon after birth. And at last, while we have assessed all these parameters, we have done all the scoring. At last we will add or sum up all the scorings of what we have observed. Then on the basis of that scoring, we will identify whether the child is healthy or whether the child is need any medical or surgical intervention or any further assessment. Next, now how we are doing the scoring of it. So if the child is getting 10 out of 10, it is a perfect score, but it is a very rare condition. Not all childs are getting 10 out of 10. Okay, and as we know, the higher the scoring, better is the condition of the child. As higher as the child is getting a score, that means that indicates the child is healthy. Then if the score is 7 or above, it is usually normal. Means if the child is scoring between 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, the child is perfectly healthy. Then if he is scoring between 4 to 6, we can say child is fairly low. Means maybe child will need further assessment or further medical intervention, or maybe child will not need. And after some time, when we are again doing assessment of the child, after 5 minutes, the child will respond properly. But if the scoring of the child is 3 or below 3, it is generally regarded as critical and child need immediate resuscitation efforts. Okay, at the same time, a low score at 1 minute mark may show that the neonate require medical attention but does not necessarily indicate a long-term problems, particularly if the score improve at 5-minute mark. And remember one thing, when we have done the 1 minute scoring and 1 minute, after 1 minute assessment of the child, it not indicate that the child is having any permanent disability or child is having any long-term problems. Okay, it will give a quick assessment of the current status of the child. Or at the same time, after 5 minutes, if we have again done the assessment, if the child is responding properly, then there is no need of worry. Okay. The next, if the APGAR score remains 3 or below 3 even after 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 20 minutes of the assessment, then it will automatically indicate the child is having a long-term neurological damage or long-term neurological disability. Next, this APGAR scoring has certain limitations also. As I already told, it is a quick assessment, so it will give us a quick result of the quick assessment of the child. It will not give a lifelong assessment. We cannot use it for the lifelong time. We will use it only immediate after the birth of the child, and it does not necessarily indicate a baby's long-term behavior. At the same time, it will not indicate or not be useful in order to identify a long-term disability and long-term disease condition in a child. So this all was about the APGAR score. So APGAR score basically we are using in order to check in order to do the quick assessment of the child, and it is very useful to identify the well-being, healthy well-being of the child, or if whether the child need any medical or surgical intervention. So thank you so much for watching, and stay safe, stay at your home. Thank you so much.